Thank you for purchasing the BioGreen stainless steel Phoenix air circulation heater. Today I will get you familiar with the product and how to install it. Here is how it comes out of the box. On the back is the air intake opening and the 6.2-foot power cord. On the front is the air output opening, and on the top we have all the controls to give you easy access when operating. Here is the thermostat dial, selector dial, red heat selector switch, and on-off power lamp. On the side is the capillary temperature sensor, which responds quickly to changes in temperature, and on the bottom are the feet for using on the ground, as well as metal rings if you want to hang the heater from the included chains. The chains come with snap hooks on each end to help facilitate the connection process. Also included are X-cropped head bolts and nuts with rings, along with 4 self-tapping screws and 4 locking washers. This heater is specifically designed to heat greenhouses and winter gardens uniformly up to 216 feet, or roughly a 14 by 15 foot space, but can be used in many other locations like milk houses, storage rooms, or in a garage, to name a few. If you have a greenhouse of 120 square feet or smaller, please check out our BioGreen Palma heater, which uses 120 volts, plugs into your traditional outlet, and is rated for smaller greenhouses. Please keep your heater off a damp floor. I recommend pavers or bricks underneath if using on the ground. If hanging, be sure to install it upside down. This will give you easy access to the controls from underneath, and it's built to operate this way too. The Phoenix heater requires a grounded 240 volt 60 Hz AC power outlet only. This type of outlet is normally used for dryers, cooking ranges, air conditioners, electric water heaters, etc. More than likely you will need an adapter, as there are many different plug types for 240 volt connections. The heater power cord requires a NEMA 6-20 plug. It draws approximately 13 amps. Most 240 volt outlets in your house are rated for at least 15 amps. But if you feel uncomfortable with making these connections, please consult with an electrician, as each house can be different. Never attempt to operate the apparatus with a different voltage, or you will burn up the motor. If using an extension cord, please ensure it is rated for 240 volts and 3000 watts or more. When placing the unit, make sure that the temperature probe on the side isn't subject to direct sunlight or any other heat sources, as this can affect it from receiving a false reading. To use the BioGreen Phoenix air circulation heater, plug it into a 240 volt outlet or extension cord. Position the Phoenix heater at least 1 foot away from plants or materials of any kind from the heater's openings in front and back, and at least 2 feet away from its sides. The Phoenix air circulation heater has 2 selector switches and a thermostat. Using the selector switches, you may select one of the 8 possible operating modes. Selector 1 has 5 modes. 0 is off, fan only, 1000 watts, 1800 watts, and 2800 watts, or approximately 10,000 BTUs. The heater is made with 2 heating elements. One is 1000 watts and the other is 1800 watts. When combined, give you 2800 watts output. We are the only greenhouse heater on the market that is designed that way, so you always have a backup. We recommend you use either 1800 or 2800 watts with heating in the wintertime and lower wattages in the spring or fall. The lower setting of 1000 watts is often sufficient in the transition periods of autumn and spring. Fan only will help keep the air circulating and a better distribution of temperature in the greenhouse in the summertime. The red selector switch is for fan control during heating. In the open mode, the fan will start and stop with the heating element as needed. In the X or off position, the fan will remain on even after the space reaches the desired temperature. We recommend the off setting if you have sensitive plants in your greenhouse over the winter and cannot tolerate fluctuating temperatures. The continual circulation of air also prevents the occurrence of mold and fungi. The power lamp will be illuminated only when it is in operation and the fan is on. The thermostat is linear and infinitely variable from 0 to 26 degrees Celsius or 32 to about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. The approximate ranges are as follows. From 0 to 1 is 32 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit. 1 to 2 is 37 to 42 degrees. 2 to 3 is 42 to 46 degrees. 3 to 4 is 46 to 51 degrees. 4 to 5 is 51 to 56 degrees. 5 to 6 is 56 to 61 degrees. 6 to 7 is 61 to 66 degrees. 7 to 8 is 66 to 71 degrees. 8 to 9 is 71 to 75 degrees. And 9 to 10 is 75 to 79 degrees. To use the heater in the wintertime, turn the red selector switch to fan only when heating or fan continuous. Depending on the size and location of the greenhouse, we recommend selecting a heating performance of 1800 or 2800 watts. Check the room temperature using a thermometer at the height you want to maintain the temperature. Now turn the temperature dial clockwise using the previous graph to the temperature you want to maintain. Let the heater run for several hours and check the temperature periodically using your thermometer. Adjust the heater thermometer setting as needed, slightly upwards or downwards if the desired temperature is not met. The heating system will keep the temperature then constant once the correct setting has been discovered. The heating coils of the BioGreen Phoenix air circulation heater are different than a space heater. They are made from steel and will not glow red like a space heater. This is normal. The heat output is made to be gradual so as not to harm or shock your plants and seedlings with high heat. For that reason, you will see a gradual increase in temperature. How much it will rise depends on a lot of factors. How well your greenhouse is insulated. The better insulated, the more the temperature will rise. The ambient outside air. If you are below freezing and in a poorly insulated greenhouse, you might only be able to keep the temperature above freezing. And the overall dimensions of the greenhouse. If you have robust plants only in the greenhouse and merely wish to prevent frost, you can use the operating modes that turn off the fan when your selected temperature has been met. In the summer months, you can use the fan circulation mode to achieve substantial cooling of the greenhouse temperatures. Select the operating mode with a fan, and we recommend you select the closed or X position on the red selector switch only in the summer. Now open the door or roof windows in your greenhouse to cool. The position of the thermostat adjustment wheel is irrelevant in this case. The greenhouse air that is heated by the sun is continually circulated in this setting. Use of the fan in this mode also regulates humidity and promotes pollination of your plants. Please note, this device is not waterproof. Please do not submerge in water. Thank you for watching and enjoy your BioGreen Phoenix air circulation heater.